Hello and welcome back to another episode with me, Jurassics, on the NeverCraft SMP. Hope you're doing well. We are heading over here to our main base island, which is looking pretty natural and untouched so far. We've obviously got our little wooden shack that has remained here since we've begun this world, and nothing's changed from when we did the map, but we have collected a ton of supplies. Ooh, skelly drops. Oh, and a dog. No. So over here where our nether portal is, we have a load of supplies to help us build our very first building here, which will be a steampunk clock tower, which will reach up quite high into the sky. We'll still be able to see our guardian farm over there with a little bit more render distance, and we are going to use a large amount of these supplies here to put in place our clock tower. But before we do that, we're going to jump over and start on a witch farm. So we are over here in a swamp biome, and we have a witch farm to build very quickly. Not going to take too much of your time. This is just northeast of our main island, and we've been running into a bit of a wall with our redstone, so I think it would be good for us and for all the other NeverCrafters if we can get a witch farm up and running and get the redstone, and then we'll be able to provide redstone for everyone on the server, or at least those who need it. But this is a really good witch farm I've used on my single player by Logical Geek Boy. Pretty easy in terms of building, and gets the witches killed off pretty quickly. So I'm going to run a quick time lapse of this being built up, and we'll get this farm going, and maybe we'll even get a shop built to provide our redstone services. Let's go! So the witch farm is now complete and they are spawning quite well. I've replaced the blocks here with glass and the target blocks just to improve the rates a little bit. We have our AFK platform up there, and then over here we have our entrance from the overworld into our storage system. So just pop down here, and into here we have all of our items coming, and then there's a disposal system if things back up. And I've also placed in the shulker boxes to collect sort of a shulker box worth of goodies. So if we just want to come in and grab a shulker box, we can, and replace it, and then they will filter in from that top chest or from that chest above it. So we're not wasting time sort of moving items into a shulker box from these chests, so that should speed things up a little bit. Not done much AFK, as there's been quite a few other people on since I've been building this. So most of these items have been from just being around rather than any AFK time. So hopefully we'll get some of that in, but I think we'll leave our shop for another episode so we can back up some supplies and make sure when we do the shop we have plenty of supplies for the other NeverCrafters. Never good to open with a limited stock. So anyway, on to the next task for this episode. Let's get going. So we're back here now, and it is time to get cracking. I've been pulling this project off for far too long, so I think we just need to jump on that horse. Not that one behind me, but on the building horse, and get this building built. I'm afraid it's going to be another time lapse, but I love these time lapse. It's so dynamic, it shows so much of what goes on, and obviously we've got a fair few chests of materials to get through, and watching me build this block by block would be incredibly boring. So without any further ado, let's crack on and get this building up, and we can move in properly to our wonderful island here. When you agree, horsey? Yes. Oh, okay. I mean, look at the size of that tower. That is pretty impressive. Only managed to get in the tower so far, and I think the first floor. So next up we're going to head around the back, and before we get any further, this is a build by Mythical Sausage that I'm copying to a larger extent at this stage, but we will be making some big changes later on with the interior and with some of the exterior, and just wanted to do this so that I could get a feel with how this building style is going to go. As I said early on in the season, it's not something I've done before, so really want to make sure that I'm getting it down early on and doing something a bit different and challenging myself. And I have to say, this has been quite a challenge so far, but it's good fun. So I think we need to head back and finish off this backside and get the rest of the features in for this, and then we can do some terraforming, some interior work, and sort of start making this a bit more of a permanent base rather than a part-time base. Okay, so this is the next day in real life. I had to stop that time lapse, although not as long, nowhere near as long as it took to build. This was a monster of a day to get this in, and kudos to Mythical Sausage. Like, this is an amazing build. I still need to go back and do my tweaks and different bits I want to do, but I think I'm going to leave that for another episode, just because this was such a monster to get done. But I've just seen Marky Sparky is online, and I think we should sneak over and see if we can give him a piece of coal as it is Christmas. So have you been naughty or nice? And let's see if we can do it in secret, see if he notices it. Got no idea if he's recording, but let's go, shall we? There he is, I can see him. What is he doing? I don't have the best skin for hiding on this. Right, I think we need to circle round and come from the backside. You're gonna see. I don't actually know what's in this building, so I've got no idea. I'm assuming that's the only way out. Oh, he's seen us! He's coming back, he's coming back. So it's just finishing up, tidying up out here where all of our supplies were and making sure our home was well lit up, and we got a message from Spec to head over to our HQ that we built for his campaign for Prime Minister. So let's jump over there and see what he's got to say for himself.
So guys, I've asked you here today to talk about the Spec for Emperor campaign.
Emperor?
Yes. Well, I mean Prime Minister campaign.
Right.
You know, Prime Minister. Yes. This isn't really a good spot to talk about it all. So I've set up a conference room upstairs. So if we all want to go upstairs, we can talk about
You're not
things.
satisfied with our room?
It looks great, but I mean, this is where you come and meet the Emperor. I mean, Prime Minister. So we need to, have a spot where we can actually sit down and talk.
Okay.
So yeah. So let's head upstairs.
I'm already there.
So on the conference room, I labeled your chairs. So go ahead and find your seat. And it looks like Fox is already here.
Why'd you remove your name?
Yeah, I don't know why they removed their name, but it's okay. So right here in front of us, we have the shopping district. And as you guys can see, it is very chaotic. So me as Emperor, I mean Prime Minister, have come up with a few plans for everybody to
Spec,
help.
are you okay?
Yeah, I'm
You seem
perfectly
to
fine.
say weird words today somehow.
Yeah. It's early in the morning. It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
So
what you're basically saying is this shows your whole the whole shopping district, right?
yes, exactly.
I
This
get it.
shows
I
the
get it.
shopping district. And what we need to do is we need to start spreading the word of Spec for Prime Minister to everybody, because it is coming up quite fast. I think we have like a month and a half until the elections, something like that. So behind each one of your chairs, there is a chest. Inside that chest is a little bit of funds to help you with your campaign stuff. A book, don't read the book now. but the book has your instructions for what you guys are going to do. And I think Jay-Z and Celtic have a little bit extra materials because they have a different task than you guys have. Okay. So those I think will be your guys' tasks. And if you have any questions about the tasks, just go, hit me up, let me know, and we will discuss them, a little bit later. But that's kind of all I wanted to do was just get you guys together so everyone knew that we were all together. So we have Jurassics and Marky, Fox, Jay-Z, and Celtic all part of the campaign for Prime Minister. So we just need to go ahead.
Coffee, did you?
No, I haven't had my coffee this morning.
Your Highness, I have a question.
Yes.
Last time we spoke, when Jurassics, you and I met, it was only about building the headquarters, and now we are suddenly involved more into your campaign.
I told you it was going to evolve, and once you guys read your books, you'll see. Each book is personalized to each person, so it plays to your strengths and what you're doing, and it could be as simple as find a friend, or could be putting campaign posters around places, stuff like that.
Are we still allowed to back out of this?
No.
You're in.
Asking,
No, you're part of it. You're stuck now.
Okay.
You're stuck.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
You're even advertising on the back of your robe.
I'm doing what exactly?
The back of your robe.
The back of my robe?
Yeah. It has a big giant speck
back
on
of
it.
my robe?
It has a giant speck on it.
It has a giant speck on it?
Yeah.
What?
It does.
It does.
It does?
It does, yeah.
Wait.
So you've
No
been
way.
advertising this whole time.
It does
Yeah.
not. I was walking around with that the whole time?
Yes.
What? Well, I guess I am in then.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Exactly.
You're in indefinitely.
Huh.
Yeah.
I didn't
Shame
even
on
know.
you. Shame on you.
You were in before you even knew you were in.
Exactly.
It appears to be so.
All right. Well, you guys all have your tasks, and that's all for the meeting, and we'll meet up again probably in a couple weeks to talk about how everything went.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Come on, Jay, let's go.
Okay.
So with that bombshell announcement, we have been dragged deeper into the campaign for Spec. Honestly, I thought I was just building the headquarters, but it seems like we are now fully involved. So we have been given a task by Spec to go and do something to help his campaign. So let's take a look. So Jurassics, your task is to make friends with another server member and get them to vote Spec for PM. Now that doesn't sound too difficult, but do we want Spec to be our Prime Minister or even Emperor? That is the question I put to you. And on this note, we are going to end the episode there. So hopefully you'll join me next time where we've got another big plan, another building job to be done, and hopefully a little bit of redstone will be involved. So join me next time for the next episode on the NeverCraft server with me, Jurassics. Bye!